Hey, what's up everybody? This is Water Reviews here. Welcome to a new little part of the series until I got nothing to say anymore called Something Genre. Basically means once a month I'm going to be talking about a certain genre and I want to talk about it in my little history or am I starting to get into these or not. So, today I'm going to be talking about the fighting series. So, without further ado guys, let's get into it, shall we? Since we had, some new fighting games coming out the last couple of years, like Mortal Kombat X, which came out last month, Killer Instinct, that came out a couple of years ago, and that game was rocked like hell. The new Tekken 7 coming out pretty soon, and Street Fighter 5, which is only on PS4, but don't really care about that. But for me, fighting games for me has been a bit of a nostalgic memory. Reasons because I remember when I was about 7 or 8 years old, I remembered playing Tekken 3 and Tekken 2, on the PlayStation 1, playing it, on the demo and then playing on the full game. I remembered playing those games so many times, and I felt like I would have a privilege to play these games. But I do have some other games down here which I'm looking forward to talk about right now. So let's start off with one of my favourite original Xbox games that came out on the original Xbox, which I just told you. And I'm a huge fan of this series, but I've only played a couple of them, so don't worry about me. And that is Dead or Alive. Now, Dead or Alive is one of those games that makes me feel like a very good person, because I remember getting this from Toys R Us about almost like 10 years ago now, 11 years ago. And you know what? I played so many hours of this game, I felt like I know the moves. It's just a simple like BBB or XXX or whatever the hell it is. This game here you didn't even know how to use the combos. You just need to learn a couple moves and that's about it. And I got Dead or Alive 2. That game was good, but it was only on PS2. Dead or Alive 3 was incredible. I had a chance to play Dead or Alive 4, which was pretty cool. Dead or Alive 5 I have not played at all, which I feel a bit disappointed because I love the series. But what can you do? But other games like on the series, like, I have Mortal Kombat, Tekken, Dead or Alive, Soul Calibur, Street Fighter. What other fighting games are out there right now? Killer Instinct, that game was like one of the best games out there. We had like Soul Blade, which is Soul Calibur, but it's just Soul Blade, and this is number one, this is the first Soul Blade game. And so many other games. You don't know how many fighting games you play over the years, they're still in good nostalgic memories. So, like for example, Tekken. I'm a huge, massive fan of Tekken. I've been a Tekken fan since I was a kid. I told you this at the beginning of the video. I remembered, playing on the system, playing it at home, and I love whatever hell it is. And I do have the first Tekken with me as well. I don't know if it's here or not. Yeah, it's here, but I'm not going to show it. But my favourite memory I had when I went to York for about a week, and I remembered picking this game up for 15 quid, and I still remember if it was 15 quid, and I loved this game to bits. And it was Tekken Dark Resurrection. And I spent so many hours on this game, you wouldn't even believe it. I was like playing the game, I was like playing on the PSP, okay, ding, ding, ding. Like 2-3 hours later, battery started. I thought, oh, come on, another game would be awesome. That is why games these days are addictive. I will have a video on addictive games, talk about games on the app, 360, Xbox One, all those stuff. But this is the first thing. This game was such addictive. I was like, this game was so good. The online was the most incredible thing about this game. As well as that, I remember this game like yesterday, and I got this game on launch day, because I wanted it on launch day, and I actually didn't know I was going to get it, and that was Tekken 6, one of my favorite games on this system. And I remembered, I was downstairs doing something. My dad came in, under his motorcycle thing, gave me something. I was like, "What's this?" And it was Tekken 6, and I thought, "Oh, nice!" And it was a fun game, which is so incredible. And I didn't see that. It's got a Namco out. I didn't see that. Never mind. But I remembered, thinking to myself, "Oh, I'm so lucky to get this game," because I thought I was going to have to wait till Christmas and all that. But I also not finished there. I also did get this, which is quite cool. Limited edition character cards, which is really nice. I don't know how much these goes on eBay now, but I'm gonna have a little look tonight and see how much they are. Like, for example, it's got different multiple characters. It's got like, oh shit. It's got different characters. For example, it's got Harrowong, it's got Miguel, got Bob, we got Dragunov, we got Lily, we got Armored King, Original King. Who else as well? We got Raven, Bang Wei, we got Yoshimitsu, which is coming a return in the Tekken game. King, Lee, Harrowong. I think I saw it said so many times. Anna and Nina Williams. So many more. And there's more characters coming into New Tekken 7, which I'm so excited for. And they haven't even had announced a release date for the game yet. Honestly, it's been in Japan for so many months now. They released the arcade version, but where's our version of the arcade? It says worldwide. Where the hell's the game? If I see it, I'm putting £1 or two in just to play the game. But the main thing I actually did get was a couple of years ago, and that was because I got Tekken Tag Tournament 2. This was one of my favourite nostalgic games because I got the special edition, which is the We Are Tekken edition. That I felt privileged to get as well. Again, because I saved up this money, I thought I might earn myself getting a game, and I haven't picked this game up just yet. So I'm going to show you guys what I got with this because I think you may or may not know about it. I got the Steelbook edition of the game. I got the Steelbook. Pretty nice tag teams. The code, I got like the game disc, the code for the online passes. Which I might talk about online passes very soon as well. I'm not entirely sure yet. Behind the scenes of Tekken Tag Tournament 2. A recommended watch for that. It's really good. The Art of Tekken book, which shows like every single thing from the game, which is pretty cool. And the favourite thing about this, the soundtrack, or the original soundtrack and the remix soundtrack. And I gotta be honest, the original soundtrack is incredible. The remix gets to you. It's just such a great soundtrack to pick up. I recommend this for anyone who's a massive Tekken fan, like I am. Now, as for myself, Mortal Kombat is one of those games that, what can I say, is pretty good. And I recently had a chance to play the original Mortal Kombat on the Sega Mega Drive a couple weeks ago. And I enjoyed that game too much. And I love Sega. I love Mortal Kombat. And I remember playing it so many times I thought, I have to get this game. And I just really want to get it. But these two games here are nostalgic for me because they mean something to me. And I'll start off with the 360 version of this because I think you may know, or may not know, is a couple of years ago I actually unboxed this game on my old channel, Shotgun Max, which I will talk about the channel as well. But I've got a lot of things to say. I've got to do this, and do that. But this game here was actually my most favourite game on the 360, on the fighting system. Tekken was good. Street Fighter was pretty damn gnarly. Soul Calibur was action-packed. This one here was like so many blood violence, and that was the original Mortal Kombat. I spent so many hours on the campaign, so many hours on the online, the crypts bit where you get unlocked stuff, and all that. I remember one time I was playing it, I didn't even know it was going to come up. It's like, bruh! I thought, shit! And that was Baraka, who's, just came at me, and I was like, oh, shit! I've never played that game since. And I played the campaign more times than anything else. I beat Shao Kahn like more times, and I demand it. It was incredible. But this was still my nostalgic game on the 360. I got other nostalgic games I will talk about as well, which is incredible because I love nostalgics and I love talking about them. So that's what you want to get. I recently picked this up. A couple of years ago. A couple weeks ago. And this game here was actually. I went to an event on this a couple weeks ago yet again, and I somehow won this in a giveaway, and I thought I would never think I was going to win this. And Mortal Kombat X, I got on the Xbox One, and you know what? This game was bloody incredible. The fatalities are more easier to handle on. You know, just for like pulling off Liu Kang's. It's like down, down, left, right, right. Easy. Or down, down, right, left, left. And you know what? It's incredible. Campaign's incredible. The campaign's only short, but it's still really well played out. Online, I spent so many hours playing King of the Hill, and that's the reason why I love playing it. It was just such an incredible game. As well as that, you know, I have not tried Crypt yet, which is quite really bit surprising because I always try Crypt, and it's not like it's like you walk now instead of like hovering over one thing, goes to the next thing, goes to the next thing. But I will give Crypt a try soon. And for this day, you know, fighting games have been popular in tournament play. You know, like Street Fighter, you know, is more popular in fighting. Tekken, you know, sometimes we've got other fighting games like Smash Brothers. We got, you know, that was also fighting, like a type of fighting game. Killer Instinct as well, which was quite cool. And so many other games to come in the future for fighting games. We don't know when the next fighting game will be. I don't know if they've already announced it for a new fighting game or they might announce something different, but I just enjoy the genre of the fighting series, you know. It's like saying you love this series, but you just don't like playing it. This series is like just a chill out session. I was like, you know, sit at me playing on my controller, playing like Mortal Kombat X, and just feel like I'm worth playing it. And you know what? I'm honoured to play these fighting games. They're just so good. And that is my genre of fighting for me. There you go, guys. That is a video done for the fighting genre. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and all that. I'm on Twitter at Woodreviews, Instagram at Woodreviews, Xbox Live at Woodreviews, Twitch at Woodrow_reviews, and that was you guys. If you watch me, if you want to follow me on YouTube or subscribe to my YouTube if you want to know, is at Woodreviews. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please, I will see you guys next time.